everyone, my name is Jessica Daly and I am your teacher for this grade 11 biology course. I wanted to make a short orientation video to our D2L course homepage. So whether you're new to D2L or not, hopefully it will answer any questions that you have and help you to get started. So when you first registered for the course, you were given a username, a password, and a link to the D2L site. And here is where the link brings you. So you're going to use this login up here, the one for staff and students, and when you click on it, it will prompt you for an email. Now that's a little confusing since you were given a username and not an email. Well, your email address as a student is simply your username at wcdsb.ca. So if you click that and put your password in, which is your date of birth, it will open up this site with a bunch of apps, and you will see a bright orange D2L icon that you can click on. And when you do that, you should be able to see this D2L homepage. Okay, so you'll see your name up here, put myself as a student, and you'll see an email box and an alerts notification, and you'll see all the courses you're registered on the left-hand side here. Now, if you want to change your password away from your date of birth, you can do that by clicking on your name and going into account settings, and you can change your password. So just remember to write it down so you don't forget. So you can see here, I'm teaching the split level university and college grade 11 biology this term. So you'll see the one that applies to you. So if you click on your course, it will bring you to your course homepage. You can see your course code up there, and you'll see a number of tabs across the top, and you'll see a calendar and an announcements section. So let's go through this introduction announcement. There's my name, Jessica Daly, and my email address. So it's important if you email me that you do so from your personal Gmail account or any email account that you have. So don't email me from directly within D2L because I don't get those right away and I can't respond to it from my board email. So directly from your personal email is best. My online office hours, I've put on weekdays, Monday to Friday, from 12:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. These are the times that we would normally be in class. And if you email me during these times, I can get back to you right away because I'll be sitting at my desk. But if you email me outside of these times, I might not get back to the next day because I can't guarantee that I will be at my computer. So I put 3 files here for you to download and access. The first one is the student information sheet. This is the sheet that we give to all students on the first day of class, so it might look familiar to you if you're not new to St. Louis. You'll see the course code, my name, and email address again, and you'll also see the term dates from May 4th to June 24th. Some course description information, the unit names, the categories of learning, and also how your mark is broken down. So 70% of your final grade will be from all the work you do in the term. So that's going to be your assignments and unit tests. And 30% of your final grade will be your exam. Okay, so the second file here is the course overview. So this is unique to the online learning. And you can see I've broken down each unit into its lessons. Each unit has 4 lessons and associated assignments, associated practice quizzes, and a unit test at the end. So this sheet will look different for the college level course, and you'll have access to your own. You can see here that these assignments and these unit tests are summative, which means they're the ones that count towards your final mark. But some of these lessons have practice quizzes, and these are only meant as formative study tools. So these don't count towards your final grade, and you can see your results right away because the computer marks them, and they're just meant to be used to help you as a study tool. So the last file here is the course calendar. This is a really important tool for you. It shows you the course dates from Monday, May 4th to June 24th. And just note, please, that the exam is scheduled on the 23rd of June and not the very last day of the course. Also notice that the unit tests are in red, and they are to be written by students all on the same day. They're going to be available from 9 a.m. in the morning until midnight that day, and you can log in at any time and finish them. Okay. The other thing I wanted to note here is that these lessons that are in bold, they will only become available for you to access on the date that they're written on. So for example, lesson 2 will only become available on the 6th of May. You won't be able to access this lesson until before that. This is just to help students keep on track and not to get overwhelmed. If we do end up going back to class this term, it will become a blended learning environment like I have here. So this just means that you have the option of continuing to work from home, or you can also come to school during our class time as like a drop-in if you have any questions about the units. D2L software does track your logins and how often and when you log in. This isn't a formal way to take attendance. This just helps us teachers to keep track of when you're online and how much, and if you need some support. So I put here, even though our class time is supposed to be from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m., you don't have to just log in during that time. You can log in at any time of the day, whatever is convenient for you, whenever you have some free time to work on your course. Just expect that the commitment is to be working for a minimum of 3 hours a day, like we would be in class. Okay, so whether you do this all at one time or you break it into chunks, it's whatever is convenient for you. Okay, so as you work your way through your content, just keep in mind that I'm going to be posting weekly announcements here with some reminders of the important due dates, and these due dates do correspond to the due dates I have on your course calendar. I'll also be posting additional videos of me talking or instructing you on how to do some things for your lessons. So I'm not going to have a video for every single lesson, but I will pick and choose which lessons I feel need a little bit more clarification. So make sure to keep checking back in your announcement section for those additional videos. So you click on the content tab, and this is going to be just like a table of contents in a textbook. So you'll see the 5 units across the side here. And I want you guys on day 1, on Monday, to go into this read first section and just read through briefly the course and student information. Hopefully there's a lot of info in there that might answer some questions that you have. If you click on Unit 1, you'll notice there's the 4 lessons. Okay, and I'll just minimize here. So there's your 4 lessons. And lesson number 1 all is in blue links. These are active links that you can access. Now, I remember I mentioned that lesson 2 won't be available until May 6th at first thing in the morning. And these links are black, which means they're not active. So you can click on them, but you won't be able to access them just yet. So if you open up lesson 1, this overview is just a description of what the lesson is about. And the expectations are just the Ministry of Ontario Education expectations that go along with this lesson. So likely as a student, you'll just jump right into content page number 1. So for lesson 1, there's 4 content pages. There's different amount of pages for each lesson. So you're going to work your way through the content pages from number 1 to number 4 and read through them just like a textbook. And you'll notice that there's lots of nice diagrams. And sometimes there's a video that it has you watch, or some practice questions. So when you get to the bottom of the page, you can click next, or you can use the arrows to navigate your way back and forth through the pages. Okay. So when you get to the end of lesson 1, you're going to try your practice quiz. So the practice quiz here has a shortcut link, and it also has the instructions that tell you how to access your results at the end. So if you hit this link, it will bring you directly to the quizzes tab up here. And it will bring you right to the proper quiz. Now you'll notice there's quiz number 1. It's available starting May 4th at 9 a.m. and it's due on May 5th at 11:59 p.m. just like it says right here. Now just to remind you that you can still access this quiz after the due date. It doesn't lock on you. So going back to content, when you're done your practice quiz, you go to your assignment page, and you'll notice that the assignment number 1 is out of 30 marks. And there are 4 questions. So please answer all your questions in complete sentences unless otherwise instructed. So for example, this is a chart you're just going to fill in. And also take note of how many marks each question is worth. So if it's out of 3 marks, for example, I'm looking for 3 examples or points or facts. Okay, so when you're done your assignment, you will have typed it up in some kind of word processing software like Microsoft Word, like I have here. And if you don't have Word, you can also use Google Docs. But if you're using Google Docs, make sure that you don't just give me a link to edit your assignment. I need you actually to download your file and save it to your desktop, to your computer, as a PDF. So PDF files are the best, that they work best with D2L. Microsoft Word doc files also work really well. And other files that work are, I think, ODT, RTF files, but I know one for sure doesn't work. The .pages doesn't work. So once you're ready and you have your file done, you're going to hit this Dropbox link, and it's a shortcut that we've put in to bring you right to the Assignments tab. So it will bring you right to Dropbox number 1. Okay, so you can also access it here. So right now I've submitted nothing. Okay, you can also see the due dates for your assignments, and then just like your quizzes, you can still submit after this due date. So if you click on this Dropbox, you're going to add a file just like you would to an email, and you would click Add File, My Computer, and you can drag and drop into this section box, or you can click Upload and choose a file from your computer. And then you're going to hit Add. And you're going to see your file name right here. You can go back in and add more files if you need to. Ideally, your whole assignment is in one file, but if you have multiple files, you can add more than one. Down here, you have a comments section if you need to tell me something about your assignment, or if you have a question. Don't copy and paste your whole assignment in this box because I can't mark it from in here. Then you're going to hit Submit. And it's also going to ask you then to hit another button that says Done. And when you've done that, you're going to notice that up in your email, you have an alert, a little orange dot that says you've just received an email confirmation that your assignment was submitted properly. And you'll also see down here in completion status that you've submitted a number of files. When I've marked your assignment, you'll see a score here, and you'll also see a blue hyperlink that says read. So if you click on that link, it will open up your assignment and show you that I've marked it and all my comments. Another good tool for you is this grades tab. So this is a good summary page of all of your assignments at a glance and all of your grades, and you'll also be able to see all of your comments here that I've put in. It also shows you the weighting for each assignment towards your final grade. So 40% assignments, 30% unit tests, and 30% final exam to give you a total of 100%. All right, so I think that's it. I'm looking forward to working with you this term, and don't forget to email me and keep me posted if you have any questions. And I hope you had a wonderful weekend and enjoyed the sunshine outside, and I'll see you on Monday.